Hey, how you doing? Austin here. I wanted to give you guys a update for Shiba Inu, kind of talk about everything that's going on. We got quite a few things that are kind of working right now, and talk about the new Coinbase Custody information that came out yesterday, what that means in the grand scheme of things. Does that mean that we're on our way to a Coinbase listing? Talk about my thoughts on the whole eToro thing and why we maybe didn't get a pump there. So there's a few things I want to chat about, and we're going to look at the price point and all that kind of stuff and the overall catalysts that are coming as well. And kind of what I really think what's going to happen the rest of the year for Shiba Inu from a price point and price prediction standpoint. We're going to cover all that. As always, truly, thank you for your support of myself, my channel. This video is for entertainment purposes only. I need to make you guys aware that I have my Patreon. Yes, I know I talk about it in every video because it's important, and I feel like I genuinely can help for those of you guys who are looking for some additional level of support. Inner Circle, you get access to my portfolio. You get access to buy, sell, trade alerts that when I'm buying, when I'm selling, things of that nature. You also get access to a new feature that I've incorporated with a weekly hot crypto tips and updates on what I see opportunities out there, and both levels have Discord, so check that out if you're interested. Link in the description as well as in the top pinned comment. Okay, so right here, right now, we're down about 2%. I want to real quickly look at something real quickly. I think the overall market, the overall market is really kind of flat. I mean, Bitcoin's down, Ethereum is up a little bit. There's a lot going on with Ethereum right now. I've done a couple of videos, check those out. We've got the hard fork, London hard fork. There's some technical changes that Ethereum is making to begin the whole proof of moving to Ethereum 2.0, proof of stake, and all that kind of stuff. I covered that in previous videos. But overall, the market is really not doing anything. You can see the total crypto market cap is 1.56 trillion, down 1.88. Again, I fully expect this to kind of happen through August, and kind of then move into September, and then fourth quarter is when I think we will begin to see some pretty significant bull runs from Bitcoin, Ethereum, and the overall market, and continue to kind of move up from there. Specifically with SHIB, I mean, we have absolutely, beyond a shadow of a doubt, found our support line, and that is in this 616 range. You can see it, it's right here. I mean, we just stay here, and we've got a little movement down. This looks bigger than it really is. That's 615, and this is really 621. There's not a lot. I mean, it looks big on this screen, but there's not a lot. And look, there's not a lot of volume. There's not a lot of movement, really. The trading is really small, real narrow, not a lot moving on. I fully expect this to continue. You can see volume itself's down 12.6%. And I think this is where we're at for a while, guys, frankly, okay? And that's not a bad thing per se, okay? And it kind of is what it is right now. I mean, I realize that is kind of a saying, but I'm not expecting anything major to happen right here, right now. We've got to get the overall Bitcoin, Ethereum markets heading in the right direction. Yes, I know I say that all the time because it's true, okay? And, but we've got catalyst moving. We got phase 2 that's come out, and yes, I know there was some information and there's some discussion on where does the Shiba Inu token really fit inside of the whole Shiba Inu phase 2 plan. If you're not familiar with what phase 2 is, I've done a couple of videos on it. There's a link below to this document. I recommend you go read it because it outlines literally everything that's going to come for the rest of this year and into next year with Shibarium. That's the blockchain they're developing, Shiba Net, everything is just laid out here for you, okay? There are, again, I'm not going to get into that specifically in this video, but I think that there is a very grand plan for this ecosystem and everything that they are putting together. I firmly believe in what they're doing. Again, I'm not being paid by Shiba Inu to do these videos. I own SHIB. I'm in. I definitely think that this is a long-term, very, very, cool situation that they're developing and everything like that, okay? So with all that, I mean, there's a link to this document below. Go check it out yourself, and you can read it. I've read it about 3 times now, and every time I pick up a little something additional as well. Okay, so there was an announcement yesterday that came out that was talking about Shiba, that was talking about Coinbase Custody, okay? So basically, Coinbase has added Shiba Inu and is one of the assets listed in Coinbase Custody. So this is where institutions can buy in and have their assets here, etc. And the fact that we got listed here is a pretty darn big deal. Not every crypto out there is listed here. Okay, so it's a qualified custodian. Okay, and you have to have, I believe, $10 million plus in purchases as a institutional entity to be able to even qualify to have your assets effectively, where Coinbase becomes the custodian for them. And the fact that SHIB got added to this list is a pretty big deal. Okay, no, it's not going to move the price of SHIB now. It's not what that is. This is another check in the box validation point that, frankly, none of us were really even looking at as a possibility. And the fact that it happened is pretty darn cool. Okay. Also, there's discussion and dialogue around the fact that this is a continued validation point that we will eventually be listed as a coin that that people on Coinbase can buy or sell, as a token on Coinbase to buy or sell, right? So we'll get access to the 56 plus million traders trading accounts, on Coinbase. Obviously, it'll happen on Coinbase Pro first, and then they'll make sure that everything's cool there, and then they'll move it over to Coinbase, etc. Okay, so that's something that happened yesterday, if you didn't know, and that's kind of that's what this is. Okay, again, it's not going to impact the price today. Now, it's not like a bunch of retail investors, and no, it's not listed on Coinbase. Okay, there's different. Coinbase Custody is not the same thing as Coinbase. Okay, this is for institutions to effectively let Coinbase become the custodian for their large, crypto asset holdings, purchases, etc. Okay, that's what that is. All right. So beyond that, we're going to talk about the additional. Oh, I want to talk about eToro. Okay, so there's been some discussion around eToro. You remember when eToro listed SHIB? Well, they listed it, and it's actually not listed on their exchange as SHIB, SHIB. That's how you look, and that's how you look up, right? I mean, if you go here, right, that's this little guy right here. See this little symbol right here? That's how you look it up on various exchanges, okay? It's listed on eToro as, I think, like a $ and something else. I can't remember quite exactly what it was. There seems to be some possible speculation that it's confusing to people on the eToro exchange. Is this really Shiba Inu or not? And the reason that they changed the way that the listing looks on the eToro exchange is that you actually don't buy a single Shiba Inu token for, say, this amount. You buy it in increments of 1 million tokens, okay? So they created their own, basically they created their own ticker symbol, their own symbol on their exchange that equates to buying. When you buy it, you're buying it in an increment of 1 million. So like example, if you were on eToro, you would be buying it at 6192. This basically 1 million tokens would cost you $6.19, and minus fees and things like, or additional plus fees and things like that, if that makes sense. So I don't know if that's a valid argument of why maybe we don't have as many retail investment coming in, or hasn't really moved the price per se. Again, sitting in this chair, I'm making you aware that that's something that I saw that some people are talking about. We'll see, right? I'm just making you aware of that, okay? Additionally, again, remember, we've got Coinbase, which I've already talked about. I think that we are moving down the road towards Coinbase. We haven't had any dialogue or anything out of Robinhood, which I think that, frankly, they're late to the party, in my personal opinion. And I think that they need to get their act together, because they could be making a ton of money in transaction fees, right? And so, and then the last one out there is Webull, things like that. And then if you factor in the entire thing that's coming with phase 2 and all the catalysts that are here, there's some pretty exciting stuff in the future. And I'm looking at Shiba Inu, and I'll wrap with this thought. I'm looking at Shiba Inu as a long-term, scenario here. It's going into 2022 and beyond, when I really start to think we will start to really benefit from all of the catalysts and everything that they're putting together, from the overall everything they're putting together. Okay, so again, I wanted to give you kind of a state of the union and just kind of reiterate a few things, talk about this Coinbase custody thing. I think that that's the beginning of the Coinbase thing starting to really get some legs to it and move forward. I want to talk about the eToro thing, price prediction. I think price prediction standpoint, I think we're not looking at any movement on the price until until Q4, and as we start to get again, Coinbase I think can move it, but Q4 maybe, moving up outside of Coinbase and things like that. So, we'll go from there. All right. So as always, I genuinely appreciate your support. Thank you. I'll see you later. Take it easy. Bye.